Joey Logano's 2025 NASCAR Cup Series campaign has already been tumultuous, but his emotional outburst and the subsequent controversy following last weekend's race at Talladega have taken the drama to a new level. Logano is being forced into damage control, not only inside his team, but also throughout the NASCAR world, after a season marked by frustration, miscommunication, and rising pressure. Way to go, Austin. Way to go, you. Expletive. That was not a celebration. Joey Logano was unhappy with his Team Penske colleague Austin Cindric after a crucial moment at the end of Stage 2 during Sunday's race. Logano, who was leading the inside lane, appeared to expect Cindric to slide in and give him the push he needed to pass Bubba Wallace, who was leading the top lane. Instead, Cindric lifted, decided for caution, and let Wallace take the stage win. The consequences were immediate and explosive. Way to go, Austin! Way to go, you dumb F! Logano fumed via team radio, in a tirade that quickly made the rounds on social media. Way to effing go! What a stupid shit! You just gave it to him! Gave a Toyota a stage win. Nice job! Way to go! What a dumbass! Put that in the book again! Logano saw it as more than simply one incident. He described it as the straw that broke the camel's back. There's a multitude of things that kind of lead up to that moment, Logano later explained on SiriusXM NASCAR radio. And when you go super speedway racing, there are different rules in place for the teams. There are OEM rules, there are team rules, and you try to put these all in place to give your cars the best chance to win. The rules that were set in place weren't followed, and that ticked me off quite a bit because I feel like I've always done the right thing, and I try really hard to do that. And the rules have been put in place because of things we've done wrong in the past. It wasn't the first offense kind of situation, it was the straw that broke the camel's back. And yeah, I lit up pretty quickly because I care. I am into it, man. I like racing. I am in 100%, and I expect things to go a certain way, and when they don't, yeah, I get pissed off. Should I have hit the button and spouted off so much? Probably not. It probably blew up into a little bigger situation than what it needed to, but the conversation either way needed to happen. Like I said, I care about this stuff. This is my life. Racing is everything. Cindric, for his part, attempted to be diplomatic while defending his behavior throughout the race. I felt like I kind of just got pinched, he said after the race. I was trying not to wreck the cars in front of me, including Joey. It was a messy end of the stage that I feel like between myself, the 21, Joey could have probably done better. We let one slip there. I can understand his frustration without kind of seeing the whole picture. These are the types of things that when you're expecting someone to have your best interest, those are the challenges, right? We have a lot of meetings centered around that. I feel like it requires constant maintenance. It's not always pretty. The conversations aren't always easy. Michael Nelson, president of Team Penske's NASCAR operations, acknowledged the backlash, but insisted that it was motivated by passion and a desire to win. I think our team has done a really good job of working together as a team over the years, especially at these races, Nelson said. But when you see that, you realize how difficult it is behind the scenes. I guess it again proves these guys that we have, they want to win the races, right? They want to win for their team. At the end of the day, it's just like a normal family. We have to go in and close the door when we're not in front of everybody else and work through the issues that we have. However, the drama did not conclude with internal turmoil. Logano's radio rant also enraged Baseball Hall of Famer Chipper Jones, a NASCAR fan who took to X, previously Twitter, to criticize Logano for his actions. Congrats to Austin Cindric on his Talladega win, Jones wrote. Good teammates are hard to come by, boss. Remember that one of yours MF'd you on national TV, when in all actuality, you did everything possible to keep from wrecking him. Hate to be hash deuces in the team meeting on Monday. Some people are hooray for our team as long as I'm the star, as every team has them. Hendrick, RCR, JGR, Penske, etc. Sometimes karma is glorious. Enjoy this one. In case anyone is confused, let me be clear. At Joey Logano. In another post, Jones added, couldn't even congratulate Austin Cindric in the post-race. #team player. At least he mentioned being selfish in the interview. Credit. When asked about Jones's critique during his SiriusXM interview, Logano did not mince words. Has Chipper Jones ever driven a race car at Talladega? That would be my first question. I'm pretty certain he hasn't. That's like me saying something about baseball. I know nothing about baseball. That's like me saying something that he did something in baseball that was wrong. That doesn't matter. You care about what people say, their opinion, if you really know them, and they know you, and they understand the scenario and the situation. Everyone is going to have their opinion on how they see things from the outside. No one else, nobody, Chipper Jones, no race fans, nobody is in the room when we come up with how we're going to race at super speedways except the drivers, the team principals at Penske, and the crew chiefs. That is it. That's the only opinions that matter. The only ones. Logano went on. So everyone can go off and talk about whatever they want. They don't know the situation. They don't know everything that goes into it, so it doesn't matter what they say. And that's probably why I never saw Jones's comments on social media, or really care about it after you tell me right now. Chipper Jones, he seems like a cool dude. He's done a lot, right? He's a pretty popular, good baseball player, but he's not a race car driver, and I know he wasn't in the room with us when we set in place the way things are supposed to go. You would think somebody that has been in professional sports and has been in meetings like that would probably take a step back and say, man, there's probably more to the story here than what there is. I'm surprised it went that way. Maybe he was just bored. I don't know what his situation is. I tell you, I don't care. Even as the dust settles, the Logano-Cindric feud serves as a reminder of how fragile team dynamics can be, particularly in the competitive world of superspeedway racing. While both drivers have claimed to have moved on from the incident, fans and insiders will be watching attentively in the following races to see if those statements stand up under pressure. Logano eventually admits that his enthusiasm sometimes gets the best of him. This is my life. Racing is everything, he explained. It remains to be seen whether this intensity becomes a rallying cry for redemption or the start of deeper divisions inside Team Penske. One thing is certain, Joey Logano is not backing down from anyone, including a Hall of Famer. But what does this mean for Logano and Cindric's relationship going forward? Will the two actually bury the hatchet, or is this just the start of a wider division within Team Penske? Can Logano keep his hot passion under control, or will it flare up again the next time things don't go his way? Is Cindric willing to step up as a serious contender, even if it means challenging his more experienced teammate? The questions are limitless, and the solutions will only come from the racetrack. NASCAR fans, this season is already heating up, and it's only April. If you appreciated this in-depth look at one of the year's biggest issues, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe for more no-nonsense analysis from around the NASCAR garage. Which side are you on, Logano or Cindric? And what would you have done in that situation? Please share your thoughts in the comments section, and stay tuned for the next part, which is already being written.